England kick off their Euro 2024 campaign with a win, but can they go all the way?
Good evening, Tate.
Good evening, Jack. You alright?
Yes, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. First time in the bunker for a couple of weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, we after guests it's normally a 2-week gap. We always say, oh, it's been forever since we've been down here and come in, but yeah, about 2 weeks and a bit. Yeah, we were sorry we didn't do it last night. Tate was erecting a crane at
Yes. Was it?
when the sun was setting. So
From 6:30 till 10:30, I was there for about a 16-hour day.
yeah,
I was pretty tired this morning.
Yeah,
Get
I
back
was-
on the train, but
I was battling the roads on the M25. So yeah, it was a no-go last night, but yeah, we're here tonight and yeah, a bit of a Euros chat.
yeah, our first one post 100, like you said. So
Mhm.
on the road to 200,
Mm-hmm.
the long road. Another
Yeah.
2 years down the line, we'll get there. Yeah, as Jack alluded to earlier, so going to be a bit of a Euro chat, predominantly taken up by Serbia, England, and then a bit of England, Denmark coming up on Thursday, isn't it? 5 o'clock.
Yep, Thursday.
And then we might touch through a few of the other games that have happened.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually only watched one game of football out of the 8 or 9 that has happened so far,
11 so far.
11.
12 at 8 p.m. tonight. Portugal, Czech Republic.
which is really poor for me. I would normally try and sit and watch not every game, but as much as I could. But because of circumstances and stuff, just only have had time to watch the England game.
Yes.
But like all podcasts, let's start with a teaser, and this is quite a good one. I think this week, one to test your brains. Harry Kane is England's all-time international goalscorer and is now his nation's top Euro appearance maker. But can you name the 4 other English players in double figures for appearances?
At the Euros or
Yeah,
major tournaments? Euros.
just
Not
Euros.
that
Yeah,
affects my brain at all, but someone out there might think, oh, I actually know that.
yeah, just Euro appearances. Harry Kane on 12. Which
Is that
isn't
the
even-
most? Is that the
yeah,
most?
Yeah.
So, oh, wow. That's.
Doesn't seem that much,
No.
does it?
But then I suppose if your team doesn't do that well,
Yeah,
but
3 group stages and
7, I don't know. Interesting. All right, yeah, I'll give it a go.
yeah. Right, so England's Euro 2024 campaign started off in a winning manner, but not an easy ride. They made it difficult, didn't they, against Serbia?
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it and we'll explain our opinions and thoughts, but I'll say straight away, I'm not. I think it sounds really bang average, but I think it just was all right, like pretty solid from us. And I think you've seen France last night. They not say nicked it, but 1-0, and everyone still thinks they're brilliant. They got Mbappe and they're the favourites. They're going to win it all. So, and you saw last night Austria were probably better than Serbia, threatened more and had better chances. And everyone spoke about us and it was boring and we didn't do this, we didn't do that. It's the same old thing, blah blah. But we won 1-0 first group game. We haven't won, I think, in the last 9 opening European Championship games. And all right, the second half wasn't brilliant, and the first half wasn't amazing, but we were by far the better team in the first half. I just thought, yeah, it's pretty solid. I think, yeah.
Yeah, in the words of Gattuso, sometimes
Yeah,
maybe shit,
yeah.
sometimes maybe good.
But if you in
And
a group as well, especially now, if you get through in your top or win one, especially this tournament, but we've won a game, so we're through. There's no question, and we're not through. But
Especially with the other team drawing Denmark and Slovakia, isn't it?
yeah,
So-
Slovenia, yeah.
Beat Denmark on Thursday, and then you're qualified already.
Yeah.
With pretty much 1 foot in the first place.
Yeah.
In the first place position.
Yeah.
And winning like you mentioned earlier, winning the opening match of the campaign hasn't been a regular thing, but I think it's the 4th time under Southgate that they've actually won their opening game. I think it started off with Tunisia back in the 2018 World Cup when it was Harry Kane and
the
then
last Euros we've done it.
Croatia was
1-0.
Sterling, won it.
Yeah.
I remember Cal Phillips going on a bit of a crazy
Yeah.
run, and then we smashed. Was it Iran last time? Like 6.
And like I said, we haven't.
6-2 or something.
We've only won once in 9 European Championship games in the last 9, and obviously that was the last Euros itself with Southgate. So yeah, and we've drawn 5 and lost 3 of those. And yeah, I think Spain, when they won the World Cup in 2010, they lost their first game 1-0 to Switzerland. Portugal, when they won the Euros recently, they drew all their group games.
Finished 3rd in their group
with 3 points. So I'm not saying we're going to win it because look, we've won and all the rest of it, but yeah, everyone's like everyone reacts straight away and it's like, oh, we're rubbish. We should be doing this, and Foden should be playing here, and Kane should be doing that, and we should be doing this. But yeah, we've won, especially the Southgate and England players and the England team. They go, well, we won 1-0, kept a clean sheet. All right, we've rode our luck, but we're gonna ride our luck throughout the whole tournament. Hopefully, we get really far, and we're gonna be under pressure a lot of the time under pressure a lot of the time against better teams and all the rest of it. They might score, who knows? We probably will concede, and we might be losing at some points. But yeah, I just think it's just move on to the next one.
Yeah, and that's what these tournaments are about. It's not about the best team that plays football. It's about the team that can be the slow burner and to win all the games basically. And if you can win 1-0 like that every game, then that's what it's going to take. And just thinking off the top of my head here, your team, Holland, that you picked, historically have a reputation of coming out the first game, winning 2-3-0, looking really good.
And they did.
And it's going to be our year this time. Yeah. And then they falter against Russia in the quarters or get knocked out on penalty shootout like that. It's all about the team that can hang in there, take the knocks. And a bit like Real Madrid in the Champions League, they're not always the best team, but they know how to get through a game and take the knocks and get through. Yeah,
and Germany were brilliant that first night and they smashed Scotland, but I mean Scotland were awful and I'm pretty sure they will go out, but they have just lost one game. I know it's 5-1, it's demoralising and all the rest of it, but they can still go through with the 2 games they got left. I don't think they will, but yeah, just because you win or lose or you play bad, you play well, it's just literally the first game and there's obviously a lot to play for.
Did you have any strong opinions or disagreements on the starting lineup?
I was surprised. I thought it because there was a lot of chat in the build-up, and that's the main thing we can talk about is I think Trent in midfield was. I think that's what everyone wants, but again, we go back to Southgate and the way we play. We still play the very similar fashion. That Trent could have been Conor Gallagher. That could have been Calvin Phillips, and I think Trent's brilliant on the ball and his passing, all that is fantastic, but. Yeah, I just think he's not a centre fielder, is he? And I think we text each other, but it's just like a bit Sunday league, like, manager, can I play centre midfield this week? Like, it's the highest level, the highest football you can ever play, and he's gone, oh yeah, mate, you can play centre midfield. Like, oh yeah, go on, Trent, you can have a go. Like, it's a bit. I just think it's a bit naff, to be honest, but
because that is the position England don't have, is it? They have that number 8 that can go up, down.
Yeah,
they've got Rice on one side, but Southgate likes to play him a bit deeper, and then obviously Bellingham as the 10. That is the one position that I think we bookmarked a few months ago that Gallagher would probably be our pick. Yeah. But I'm not saying he's the best of a bad bunch because they're all quality players, but they're just a bit of a... isn't there about him? And that's what it... Yeah. Trent, I don't think Trent has that because it's something new and exciting. You don't really see it for Liverpool. And you see when he comes in, he's like fantastic on the ball, like you mentioned, but it's different because Klopp... Fantastic manager for 9 years at Liverpool, whatever he has.
He's worked.
He's never ever put him there.
No, and he's only recently. He's still playing right back, but he's allowing him to move forward. And and like it's
a little bit like even with Arsenal with Zinchenko, like even this year, especially when he's been quite poor at left back. Wenger's Wenger. It's been a while since talked about. Arteta hasn't even thought about putting him in that.
No.
That left-hand side part of midfield, like not even a thought about it.
No.
Because like you said, these players are hardened professionals and they don't need to, and they can't just just convert them like you do on FIFA, and you can't just convert them into a into a centre mid.
Not to go all technical on it, but it's very different. Yes, Trent is an incredible footballer, but from right back is very different. He can the game is in front of him. It's all in front of him, and he can move into the game and move forward. But in centre field, it's 360 degrees. There's all sorts going on. He's got to worry about his centre-backs, how far he's from them, or if the right-back's got the ball, what am I going to do, or if Kane's got it, where am I going to go, and then when they've got the ball. So it's very different. When you're in the middle of the pitch, it's the most important role, and there's all sorts going on, and like I said, Trent is brilliant, but he's like a brand new player into a new position, and thinking, fuck, I'm what am I going to do, and I don't, Southgate won't do that, carry on, I don't think. If we get further into it, we play a France, or we play a Portugal in the quarters and things like that, and I think Gallagher plays, or possibly Manu, but I think Gallagher plays next to Rice.
Yeah, because it was that centre midfield talk, and then whether Foden would be out wide or in the middle, and then does he play more attacking, does Gordon go out wide, and they were the only two because we knew Shaw was out.
Yeah,
and Trippier started off a bit not ropey, a bit nervous. Obviously, playing next to Mark Gay for the first time. there's too many right footers in that back
Yeah,
four.
we don't have
and it doesn't look natural, does it?
Without,
and it would have been
Shaw,
the same with
we haven't
Maguire.
we haven't got that natural, which gives you balance. And Foden is a left winger, or not left winger, but he's left-footed and can play on the left, but he comes inside all the time. And Trippier's naturally going to move into his right foot, so that left side really with the Trippier and Foden, it's just non-existent. We don't have nothing came from that left side, and I think Trippier's obviously a solid defender. He's a very good right back, but yeah, I think we missed that balance of a left-footed player. Sure, hopefully he can play and he's fit, but again, you're asking so much from a bloke that's played. I think he played about 60, 70 minutes in February before he got injured, and that is a big issue. I think that side of the pitch.
And Declan Rice also likes to drift out to the left-hand side more when he's on the ball. Notice that at West Ham and obviously last season at Arsenal, that's his preferred position when he's driving with the ball on the left-hand side, and that naturally suits Trent on the right-hand side, gives the balance there. But I think, like we said, we mentioned they do think they lost my words there. We are struggling for balance on that left-hand side, which is why some people wanted Braithwaite in there. I know he's barely played for England at all, but that is part of the tournament football. You just got to make it work. France last night played Saliba left centre half, and so they're juggling with pieces as well. Yeah,
I think the team as it was as good as it could be. I don't think anyone would really change it, because like you said, the big debate was Foden, Bellingham. How do you sort them out? Where do you play them? But that team that he put out is what probably 90% of England fans wanted, but like you said, we don't play expansive, free-flowing, fluid football. I know we have some brilliant players, and you think bloody hell, but Southgate, and it's a very, very different. It's different. Foden's very different for Man City with Pep Guardiola. Bellingham, Madrid, his first season under Ancelotti, just smokes a cigar throughout the whole game. Is very different. So it's a very different scenario. And I think everyone's not having a go at Foden, but saying we've got to get the best out of him. But I think he's got to do a lot more as a person, as a footballer. He's got to do a lot more. I don't know how you feel about him.
Yeah, I don't think he should have been left on for the whole game as well. I think that was screaming out for Gordon to be on that and use his pace. And if it wasn't Gordon, I know he's not in the squad, but like a Marcus Rashford, I think that would have been. I think he would have felt more comfortable making that decision. Yeah, because Marcus Rashford's played for England numerous times, and there's always been one that Southgate goes to. That would have just been the obvious choice, and I think Gordon was the obvious choice, just to stretch the game a little bit, try something different. Yeah, like when he wasn't keeping the ball, and if he was on the pitch to keep the ball, he wasn't doing it.
No, and he brought on Bowen and he changed it, but it was an obvious substitution, I thought, but
because I think when Bowen came on for Saka sort of tired that second half, and they doubled up on him because of the first half. He was getting a lot of success. Yeah, Bowen had something different, and straight away I think he beat a man, crossed it in, and Kane was
hit the bar
10 centimetres away from scoring.
Yeah, and Foden is a brilliant player, has been incredible this season, and we obviously know he's fantastic, but especially in that particular moment in the game, 60, 70 minutes, it's not working. You change it, and I think you could have easily taken him off, like you said, and brought Gordon on. And that's the thing. The next step is Southgate brave enough to do?
Got to trust the squad, haven't you?
Yeah, and I don't think he is. I don't think in those moments it makes he's very reactionary to what's going on around him. I don't think he goes let's make it might be a bold sub, might be take Bellingham off, it might be take Kane off, it might take Foden off, and everyone's like, oh bloody hell, what are you doing? But I think in the moment that's what sometimes the game needs, but. Yeah, I don't think he's capable of doing that.
Yeah, because looking at England's team, I sort of see it as there's two sort of subs he'll make, and it's either you switch to centre midfield if it's not working, and then I think his tendency will be to go for Saka first, rather than hook I was just going to say quote unquote bigger personality of a Bellingham or a Foden off first. Yeah. That would get more uproar, I think.
Yeah, and I'm not saying
because Kane's not coming off.
No, and that's what I said about Kane. But yeah,
Rice is not coming off.
You wouldn't take Kane off. You don't take Rice off. You don't change your back four really unless someone's injured. But
and I think Bellingham's coming off, and then you've got.
No, yeah, I'm with you, and I think I think Saka's probably the easier, if that's the right word, to take off, and because
he won't complain, he'll just go back. And
he'll just
sit back and pray.
He'll just limp off and put his hand up and say, "Oh, I'm hurt."
Yeah, it was fantastic, wasn't he, again?
He done well for the goal.
Well, I'd love to get your opinion on this, because as someone that hasn't really been, historically for myself, a massive England fan, and I feel like football now, maybe because it's social media and all these things, especially in the in the day and age of. I lost my voice again. But it's very tribalism.
What was in that beer at the weekend?
It's very tribalism where we're all quite selfish for our players.
Oh,
and
yeah,
obviously
no.
Spurs don't have
Yeah.
a player in the squad, and it used to be Harry Kane. And
Yeah.
you could always and obviously you still hang your hat on
Yeah.
Harry Kane. But like a little joke, for example, was in our group chat when England scored, and then
Yeah,
our mate Griff was like, all about the assist.
Yeah.
It's just like, but
Yeah,
I
of
thought the
course.
same as well. I'm
Yeah.
happy that he got the
yeah,
assist.
100%. Yeah.
If it was Phil Foden crossing, I wouldn't give a shit.
no,
And I really want him to do
Yeah.
well, and I want
Yeah,
Rice to do well, and everyone else. I'm like, yeah, I want these to win, but
yeah,
as long as them two don't.
yeah. No, 100%. And like you said, when we had Spurs players in it, I'd be like, yeah, they've got to play, and we've got to do this and do that. But
Because I remember
Yeah.
the 2018 World Cup, and it was the only one we scraped in there was Welbeck, and I think it was number 26,
Yeah.
and like made like he wasn't going to play.
yeah,
But I was desperate for him to play. It's
Yeah.
just to get him on.
no, it's always. I think it's always will be and always has been. Yeah, that way. Like I won't be singing Saka's song if you're in the final. He's beat someone in front. I'm not singing that ever.
I tell you what is a great song at the moment. I've had it in my head the last couple of days. Is Can't Start the Fire.
Do you the Foden one? Yeah,
Can't
not
Start-
sure about that. I'm not sure.
Phil Foden's on fire.
Yeah, I don't know about
I
that.
quite like that.
Mm.
John Soames' one is good. But it's good now because now I can celebrate a Harry Kane goal. Right?
No,
'Cause
it is
There was a
always-
moment I remember 2008 when Dele Alli scored a goal against Sweden quarterfinals, and I just sort of
Yeah.
and Trippier's goal against Croatia just had to stand there
Yeah.
stone faced.
But
Like,
like for a while, we've had a few. I know we've named them, but yeah, Trippier, Kane, Dyer. We had Ali playing for a bit. Even I know Winks
Yeah, Winks
wasn't
played.
involved in the major tournament, but he was sort of hovering around. We had quite a good little few, and we thought, but yeah, 100%. When that's happening, you're more invested. 100%, yeah.
Mm.
But now, yeah, like you said about Kane, it's almost like I do. Obviously, yeah, I always want Kane to do well, but
Yeah, where we were before that, I can't remember. Saka, we started well. The first 30 minutes we
Yeah.
played really well.
yeah.
And I
So
think it was
we sort of not had it going, but yeah, overall I thought it was
the first 30
pretty
minutes was really impressive, and I thought that was where Foden was on the left, but he came in a lot and linked with him, Bellingham, and Saka were all very close.
good.
I did think that Trent looked a bit awkward sometimes, and like you said, he's not arriving from right back. He's arriving from centre mid, so he's already in there a little bit. He hasn't had to come in, and I don't know that. Just
And with that as well, you have to think that that's I mean, they train together and they've probably played a few games, but that's the first time he's played a competitive match centre field. First time next to Rice. First time reading and understanding what Saka wants to do. Like, is all those players around him, and even for those players, so Rice, he's got to deal with Trent, and he's thinking, oh, I've got a new role in that. I've got to basically order Trent around and tell him where to be, what to do, to help himself and then help the others. So there's a lot going on, and yeah, and the other thing as well about the players is that everyone's saying, like I said earlier, like Foden needs to do more, but you don't need. Yes, it's ideal, but you don't need Foden, Bellingham, Saka, Kane, right? Everyone to be firing, but Bellingham was playing pretty well, Saka was playing pretty well, Kane was doing a job, and Rice was doing his job in the middle. So
and that was enough at the time.
and it was working, yeah, 100%. It worked, and we were 1-0 up in the first half, and yeah, you don't need. Oh yes, in an ideal world, 11 out of 11 are unbelievable, but it doesn't quite work out that way.
Yeah, and I think we always tend to be a bit more harsher on England. You think Kyle Walker could have scored? That was a pretty decent chance. Or if someone was just loitering back post to tap that one in, the 2-0 at half time, and I don't think Serbia come out how they came out. If Kane scores that header with 20 minutes to go, I think the last 20 minutes is pretty plain sailing, and maybe he does make a few more changes, gives players some minutes here and there. So I think overall it was a solid performance, and like we said earlier, but I don't think you can ask for much more than get your 3 points and move on.
And I'm not defending South. I'm not like standing here like saying I love Southgate, but yeah, in the second half he made a couple changes. Like I said, we had a few players in different positions. Even Trippier at left back's different. Yeah, so it's a first game, and okay, they could have scored, but we won the game 1-0, and yeah, if we win Thursday, like I said, I think it's done.
Bellingham did look good, though, didn't he? That first.
Yeah, that's the only thing I say about Bellingham and the Foden thing is that Foden, like Bellingham's turned up playing a different role. He's unbelievable. Foden, he needs to do that, and come on, mate, sort out. But yeah, it's okay you're on the left, but you can still do what you do, get on the ball and make things happen. But yeah, Bellingham's ridiculous.
It was a great header as well. Threw himself at it.
Yeah, he proper went for it, didn't he? That was him. He was going to smash
Cross
the ball
on
on
a
a
plate,
player.
though.
Yeah, Nice deflection off the left back. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was it. It was a good deflection, to be fair. Helped it on its way. But yeah, fantastic header. What's the saying? I'll put his head where it hurts.
Yeah, he did. He just fully committed to it.
Wasn't too sure on the celebration that he'd been doing and going around doing some
there was Trent, wasn't it?
hand movement with Trent. And there's a video of him doing it in training with Trent. And have you seen Conser look at him like,
oh,
what on earth are these nonsense doing?
I'm not, but yeah, I didn't really. But where were you for the game? Home or?
Yeah, I got back about 7:47. Something like that. It was like 10 minutes and a bit to turn the TV on.
Yeah, I was at my bro. It wasn't. Well, it might become that way, but like before, it was all let's go down a pub and everyone's out and about. But yeah, it's very subdued this time, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it at the pub on Thursday after work.
All your workmates, aren't they?
5 o'clock, yeah.
Were they Romanian or?
Yeah.
they got a good result.
Yeah, no, they did. They were buddy buzzing. They were all sitting in the smoking area yesterday, having with their phones watching it.
Dragerson at the back.
Yeah. He scored, didn't he?
I don't know. I didn't watch
it. They've got like a couple of Dragersons.
Yeah, they've
got Sagarsons or the guy called Me. Is it Me and Dear Me Lad? Or
man on the right and then Co-Man on the left. I think. Yeah. Yeah, nice.
But yeah, no, I'll watch that. And then the 8 o'clock kickoffs on the Tuesday. I'll probably watch that in the pub.
Yeah.
I'll be down the Orange Tree if any of the listeners want to come.
Meet and greet.
Do a live show down there.
And Q&A.
But yeah, moving on to the Denmark game on Tuesday, week today, isn't it?
Wait, Thursday, no?
Sorry, yeah, I was talking about the last game. Yeah, the Denmark game on Thursday. Denmark obviously had probably a disappointing 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
From the sounds of the radio, they had quite a good game and they had most of the game. And
I watched parts. It was pretty even. But they're okay. Denmark. They got some okay, like decent players. I think that Anderson centre half, Højbjerg's all right, Eriksen's okay, but Højlund's pretty good striker.
Yeah.
But then they've also got some probably utter rubbish around that, and probably very similar to Slovenia. And I think it's a very, very even game. But like I said, on paper beforehand, Denmark will be quite frustrated, I think. And
England's last 4 games against Denmark got them here. We've beaten 1-0 in 2014, 0-0 draw in 2020, a 1-0 win for Denmark at Wembley. I think that was no fans. That was a dire game. And then most recently, semi-final, wasn't it, of the Euros? 2-1. As an own goal, another Saka assist. And I think it was actually a Harry Kane penalty on it. He missed it and then got the rebound. Yeah, it was, I think, but like I've got here, but I think Denmark and Slovenia will be in the way that Serbia were, but England to them is the big ticket game, and that's the big moment. So I think what you saw against Slovenia, they'll be very different Thursday, and I think they might just sit back and defend, or they'll have a very different game plan and probably play very, very differently. Unchanged team?
There's no reason to change it, I don't think.
My gut says it's unchanged.
I would say unchanged, but mate, I'd personally change the midfield. I'd take Trent out and put Gallagher in if that's because I think deep down Southgate, that's what he's going to do. I think just stick to your guns and do it.
Do you not think he's playing Trent there to sort of not warm him up, but get him ready? So he's played 3 mediocre teams before anyone. Yeah.
I just don't think it's not right to do that at all. If you're
because given him the number 8 shirt, if you want to look into things like that,
everyone was 1-11, weren't they, on the weekend? Apart from some who wasn't Trippier. He was an odd night, like 12 or something. But yeah, you're right. And Trent's been given the 8, but I wouldn't. I would if Southgate wants to do that, then fine. But if he, I think he will, and I think he wants to play Gallagher. I think that's the team you go for, because if that's going to be your team in the semi-final or quarter-final, then it needs to be now. Like you said, you can't be doing little warm-up sessions for Trent. Make sure you're okay, because he's a brilliant player, but he's not. Maybe I don't know. Maybe people argue about it, but he's not top 5 in the team. He's not. You should build a team around Harry Kane. You should build a team around Bellingham or possibly a Foden. But you shouldn't be. Everything should be geared toward Trent being all right in centre field. It's too late for that.
And teams in the past of England, historically early 2000s, have been their downfall was put in. Was it pegs in round holes and things like that? Yeah. And with Trent, they're sort of trying to do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking just then. I wonder what someone like Declan Rice must think about it when he's obviously been centre midfield all his life playing there. Does he feel any different next to a Trent? Would he rather a Trent there? Would he rather a Gallagher there?
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I've never played centre midfield.
No, I would imagine
my limited playing career at Hatfield Peveril.
I would imagine you'd want yeah, you'd want to get it because, like I said earlier, but Rice then, oh god, I've got to basically carry Trent through the game and tell him. I know he's a brilliant player and he's probably does some great things, but yeah, Rice has got to tell him be here, do that, and yeah, you say about Rice, but Gallagher, I don't know about Gallagher, but Gallagher, Manu, and even Curtis Jones, who've been shipped out, but they've been centre midfield their whole life, got to the highest level, and now some bloke who's been playing right back and he's gone, yeah, you can play centre midfield. So yeah, they're probably a bit pissed off of it as well, to be honest. And they probably are. And they're all mates and it's England, but yeah, they want to play football at the end of the day, and a right back is playing in their position.
No, I said to on our chat the other night, it reminds me a little bit when Oxlade-Chamberlain decided one day, he woke up one day and was like, Arsene, I want to be a centre mid, and he was like, you're not. So then I think he played him like left wing back once in a final, and then he decided to leave, go to Liverpool. I think he played centre mid a couple of times, and then just never played again, really.
Yeah.
And then he's playing. I think he might be playing centre mid now in Besiktas.
Yeah.
I think if he'd stuck to his guns, he'd been a right wing back.
Yeah.
Same as like someone like Ainsley Maitland-Niles at Arsenal. Thought he was a centre mid.
Yeah.
Went kicked off at Arsenal. Didn't want to play right back when every manager was like, I'll play right back, play right back, play right back. I think Emery played him there, Wenger played him there, Arteta played him there. Then he went to West Brom on loan, and Allardyce played him centre mid for half a season, and obviously they got relegated, and they were absolutely diabolical.
Yeah.
Went to Southampton. I think Hasselhouten gave him a little chance centre mid, then straight away back to left back, mate. Because you can't just become one overnight. And I do think the best manager, Jurgen Klopp, second best manager out there, if he thought there was a chance, and they had struggled with midfield, especially not last season before, when Henderson wasn't great, Fabinho wasn't great. Trent could have easily have played there and put a job in.
Yeah.
They've got Joe Gomez who can do a job right back if he wanted to get creativity from somewhere else. But he never even thought about doing it.
And again, he's going to go back to Liverpool for the season. I don't think Arne Slot's going to play. He's going to be, Trent centre field, you're the man. Like, he'll still stay at fullback and stay as a right back. So yeah, I just think it's definitely not the right time to be experimenting and trying it out with Trent centre midfield.
Right, to wrap up on the England bit, prediction for Thursday night?
I think we win 2-0.
Harry Kane going to have a few more touches?
Hopefully, yeah. 2-0, I think Harry Kane, yeah. Harry Kane both.
Penny?
Nah, no penalty. Unless Højbjerg wipes him out, which is he's done before for Southampton, so... Nah, no penalty, just 2 class finishes.
Classic, my Kane finishes like a whip.
Yeah.
Whip, just maybe inside the box, like classic. Cross the keeper no chance. Side netting.
Yeah.
Off, kisses the hand, goes off. I actually will join you on 2-0.
Yeah.
But I will go Harry Kane 1 and Bukayo.
No comment.
Right. Right. This next part is going to be a real shot in the dark for me. So hopefully I don't lose my words again. I've got my title is AOB. Any other balance? I'll talk about the rest of the games. I've got some headings to chat through with you. Your team, Holland, start off with a win.
Yes. I didn't watch it. I've watched quite a few of the games, to be fair. I didn't watch that one.
Wout-Weghorst.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think they dominated the game. They had loads of chances. And who they play? No.
Slovenia?
No. Who they play?
Poland.
Poland,
yeah.
Poland went 1-0 up inside 10 minutes, I think, from a corner. It was against the run play, all the classics. And yeah, I think they dominated the game after and won 2-1. But yeah, I think, like you said, they started off tournaments quite well, and I think they were quite decent, or they looked quite good. Yeah, good win.
Yeah, it was their first touch, wasn't it, for Big Wout?
Yeah, the big man.
I've got Albania held their own against Italy, but came up just a bit short.
Yes.
But what was really funny, because I was at my brother's wedding on Saturday, and I chatted to my cousin Jim about a dark horse, and I said, Albania, mate. Albania they'll get something against Italy. And we'd just finished speeches, and I sort of just quickly looked at my phone, checked what the time was. It was like kickoff. It was 1, and I was like 1-0 Albania. I sort of looked at him, and I was waiting for him to come over. And as I got my phone out to be all smug, but told you they could. It was 1-1. They literally just scored. And I was like,
No, that was quite a good game, because the stadium was like 80% Albanians, and they were obviously going mad when they scored inside 20 seconds. But Italy were pretty good after that. Obviously, the not they were bad up until that goal, 'cause it was about 20 seconds in, but Italy were very, very good, I thought. And
Fastest ever Euro goal, wasn't it?
yeah, the left back just basically threw it to them, but yeah, they were very good, I thought, and not that they're going to go all the way, but yeah, I think there was a lot of doubt beforehand about how they're going to do, and yeah, they were pretty decent that game, I thought.
Germany impressive or Scotland horrific, or a bit of both?
I think it was like classic opening game, home side, everyone's behind them, everyone's adrenaline's pumping, crowd is well up for it, and yeah, they just destroyed them, didn't they? Scotland were awful, but yeah, you watched a lot of the punditry and what they were talking about, but they just didn't get near them at all. They're that classic. There's no aggression. Not saying you should go and smash them and lump out.
Well, they tried that, mate.
Yeah, Porteous, awful, but yeah, they didn't get tight. They weren't pressing. You could sit back and defend, but you can do it with some intensity. But yeah, Scotland were nowhere near it. Absolutely nowhere near it.
And it was tough playing against the world's best number 9 as well.
What, Musiala?
It's Super Kai.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game last night, the France game.
No, I didn't. It was boring.
Killy.
Yes, that's probably the biggest news from round one.
Bust his nose. I read some report on Twitter now, true. Apparently he's out for the group games now.
I've seen that, yeah. Because Jason Cundy on TalkSport was like, no, he'll be out for the rest of the group games. He'll need an operation. He can't play with a broken nose, all the rest of it. But who knows? Yeah, pardon the pun, but yeah, he could be out until the knockout stages.
What would be more iconic? R9's classic haircut or Mbappe with like a France-themed mask?
Yeah.
Because he's going to be in a Batman mask, isn't he?
Yeah.
The old Zorro mask.
But then he will look like a teenage.
He should get a green one, shouldn't he? He put a tweet out, I think it was, yesterday, like, any ideas on masks, guys?
No, he got smashed, didn't he? That was a big
He did miss an absolute sitter, though.
Yeah, that was
I
before,
saw
wasn't it? Yeah,
I
1-on-1.
I was like,
Yeah.
France do have two lovely kits, though. I know you're not too big on your kits, but they are two lovely kits. Maybe the cockerel is a bit too big. It is a cockerel, isn't it, on there? Or is it chicken? I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably cockerel.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's a bit too big. It's a bit too big for the shirt. But no, two lovely kits.
No,
Their bench yesterday was a joke.
Mm.
Because I couldn't believe Kante was starting. I was like, really?
He was good, wasn't he?
And they got Camavinga. I know Tukameni's just come back from injury, but they got options on the bench. But
you think Saliba normally doesn't play? He's normally on the bench.
And played every minute of Arsenal's campaign last season.
What did Deschamps say about him? Didn't he come out and say something?
He doesn't. Yesterday or previously he said he doesn't like what he does on the ball sometimes. He takes too many risks.
But then because everyone was saying about that, but then I saw he was in the starting lineup, so I didn't really get what was going on. But
I think because he seems he normally plays Konate and Upamecano. I think I just about pronounced that right. All over the place.
We get it.
But he really impressed in a warm up game, I think, Saliba, and obviously he's had a cracking season. So, but they do play him on the left, which is slightly different to his role at Arsenal, which is on the right hand side. So time will tell if that works, but he's a fantastic player, and one I'd like to see. Well, if he's an England shirt, it'd be very nice.
I think Maguire would start over.
And the one I'm really looking forward to tonight is I have him as semi-dark horses potentially.
Portuguese.
Is Viva la Portugal.
I'll check.
I'm desperate for a pint or a bottle of Sagres. I've been on my mind for a little while. I don't know why. It's just been ticking on my mind for a while. And I was like, I really fancy them. They have it on their training tops, don't they? And I've got a feeling it could be the one final hurrah for CR7 as well. Although
they'll get through, I think. I don't know. They've got some good players, haven't they? Very good.
Everything goes back for me with Portugal to one man that will just ruin it all, and that's Roberto Martinez.
Yeah, no, I still. I mean, I knew before the time. I knew he's the Portuguese manager, but when I was watching Belgium the other day, I was like, Martinez, what are you doing, mate? You sort it out. And he's obviously not the manager, but yeah, he's so crap. His highest achievement is getting in the Prem, was it? I don't know.
He won the FA Cup with Wigan, didn't he?
I mean, he won the FA Cup. That's very good. But Wigan, that's his biggest highlight of his career. Like, he just isn't like Southgate for us. He's not a good manager, as in he's not the best of the best. Martinez is not the best. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is listening to anything Martinez has got to say? I doubt it. Highly doubt it.
And they've got some really good young players in there, mixed with a nice blend of experience in like Ruben Diaz, Bruno Fernandes, and players like that. And they've got Czech Republic tonight.
Yes.
Czech Republic, a funny one, because I couldn't tell you one Czech
No, I
Republic
was
player
gonna say
now.
the same,
But
yeah.
in my head, I still think like Rosicky plays for them.
Petr Cech's in goal.
Petr Cech, Nedved, and
What's the time? It might be, team will be out. Hang on.
who was that big lump they used to have up front? The big bold guy. Come on, someone's going to scream it. Nick Deacon's screaming his name right now.
Czech. Oh, God. I saw. Do you see the Hungarian striker?
Yeah.
The monster.
I want to say something like Voller.
No, German, I think. Sebastian Voller.
Google.
Hang on. Big Czech number 9s.
So 2006.
Oh, you know this. You know this striker. Patrick Schick.
Yeah.
He was good at the Euros.
Czech Republic squad 2006.
Okay.
Because I remember at the Germany World Cup,
And
it was up one of his. I remember him mainly in 2002, but 2006. Yeah, because I remember they won like 4-0 one game. Rosicky scored a banger, and we signed him. He was at Dortmund at the time. Big bold striker.
So one of them was Liverpool player.
Milan Baros, yeah, number
Baros.
5.
Is it definitely 2006? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Have you got the names there?
Jan Koller.
Jan Koller, that's the one. Yeah, I knew it was someone like
never-
Voller. Jan Koller.
Yeah.
Who did he play for?
Uh,
Big Jan Koller, yeah.
I've never heard of him. Oh my! Exactly what you said. Oh my God.
Watch some of his goals. They're like big goals.
I think he played till he was about 48, didn't he, as well?
Big Jan Koller, yeah. What clubs did he play? Did he play?
Dortmund was his most appearances over
Was it,
5
yeah?
years. Sparta Prague at the start. Lokeren played a lot of games for them. Anderlecht. Monaco for a bit. Never really played for the top sides, but yeah, Jan Koller, 6'8".
Yeah. Okay, so
6'8".
well, you get players like this, and I actually saw something really funny on Twitter yesterday, and it was like Switzerland. Like, I think it's Roberto Rodriguez or something like that. He's a guy with the ponytail. Shaqiri,
Mbolo.
Brett and Bolo,
Yeah.
and like, is it Stankovic, the striker, who's like 50? Like they don't play football
No.
in years with odd ages. They only play play the even years.
They just I saw it. I've seen the same things, but someone said like, "Oh, he's been defrosted just in
Yeah.
time for the Euros." He doesn't play. I know he's been injured this season, but like you said, I have no recollection of clubs or what he's done in for
Ricardo
his
Rodriguez
club
isn't it?
football.
Yeah.
But yeah, Switzerland have had the same group of players forever.
Stefan Lichtsteiner just gets rolled out again.
It's like the Jan Sommer in goal.
Yeah.
Xhaka always plays. I know it makes sense. It's our sort of age group and era or whatever, but it just feels like
Jan Sommer's old now as well. He's like
Yeah.
39. Xhaka's been around for Switzerland for years because
Yeah.
he started in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil.
Yeah. It's weirdly enough though, Bolo's been injured. They had basically a regen of him striker until he came on and scored. But yeah, it's very true. That squad, and there's loads of teams like it. Like Croatia, their midfield three, Modric, Kovacic and Brozovic.
Yeah.
Those three, I think they've been
Mandzukic and
they've just been
Pulisic,
they've been in the middle forever.
Perisic.
Yeah, they've been the same squad.
Chorluka.
Yeah.
Is it Vida? The hair.
Vidra
Vidra of the hair. And Lovren.
Oh, sorry, Vidra, like, he's got no hair, but then just got a ponytail.
Yeah, Lovren. And the goalkeeper, the big guy they had. Played at Monaco for a bit.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
He used to be good at penalties. Subotic. Subotic.
Yeah, no, funny. No, it's been, always has been an amazing tournament so far, but it was quite exciting. The Scotland game with opening, and then you're like, right, England are ready for it. It was good.
Yeah, I was actually looking forward to watching some games over the weekend, but the games of the weekend are awful.
Yeah, I watched a fair few. Like I said, that the Hungary game, whether they played, that was dreadful. That was really bad. There's been some poor games. I think they played Switzerland, didn't they? Hungary, Switzerland.
Yeah, 3-1 Switzerland, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just boring, very, very boring. There's been some others, but yeah, looking forward to Thursday.
Right, winner and loser.
Yeah, I've got not a lot else, so yeah, let's do it.
My winner of the week, as I touched on earlier, I went to my brother's wedding. Very fortunate to be best man as well, and it was an all-round beautiful day. Very emotional family affair, and just a really nice day out. Well, I'm trying to be quite serious and sentimental.
I just
Jack
dropped my
just
guts.
looked at me and farted. He actually did a no look fart, actually. Turned away from the mic. No look
sorry.
But no, I'd like to give my winner of the week to my brother and my newly sister-in-law. So congratulations to Patrick and Joel. We are my winners of the
Congratulations,
week.
you two. Well done.
Um,
Sorry, my win of the week. Mine's pretty simple. I've gone Slovakia. Keep it football related. I've gone, Slovakia beat Belgium. Was it last night or yesterday?
yesterday afternoon, yeah.
And it was how do I say it? I need to get the wording right. It's the largest gap between rankings where the lower rank has won against the higher rank in a European Championship. So at the time, Belgium are third in the FIFA rankings and Slovakia ranked 48th. So yeah, they won 1-0. It was a bit. Belgium were quite unlucky. I thought the second disallowed goal should have counted with the handball, but yeah, Slovakia win of the week.
Did you see old Hamsik shaved off his mohawk now? He's on the coaching staff.
Yeah, he looks all smart and professional.
Right, my loser of the week is Ryan Porteous. Is that how you pronounce the surname?
Porteous, yeah. Porteous. I mean, we get the.
He'll miss Scotland's 2 remaining group games of Euro 2024 after his horrific tackle and his red card ban was extended. The Watford defender was sent off for his first half tackle against Iklai Gundogan, giving away a penalty in the process, making it 3-1 down to 3-0 down to 10 men at half time. Yeah. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Or worse than that, shall I say?
No, that was a shocker. Shocking tackle.
Ryan on the plane home already.
Yeah, shocking performance. My loser of the week, I've kept it, again, football related, and it's from the England game. You'd have seen Joe Hart on punditry or sort of walking around the pitch and giving his insight into the fixture and leading up to it and during, but the main takeaway was his horrible tattoos that were on show, his short sleeve shirt, and he's just got, I don't know what he's got. He's just got like a solid black block on his forearms, and then Tate later sent a photo of his underbody underneath the shirt, and it's just shocking. Just been.
He's got them on his legs as well.
Thrown in black paint and done nothing about it. Just looks awful. So yeah, Joe Hart and his tattoos, loser of the week.
I saw a great tweet on that. Someone tweeted, someone at Arsenal, like a journalist I followed, put. It was like yesterday. Still thinking about Joe Hart's tattoo, and someone replied thinking about it. Someone replied to him saying, "You've thought about it a lot longer than Joe did."
Yeah, if you've not seen him, go have a look. They're awful, absolutely awful.
Right, to finish up, teaser time.
Yes.
Harry Kane is England's all-time top international goal scorer, and is now his nation's top European Championship appearance maker. But can you name the 4 other English players in double figures for Euro appearances?
Rooney.
Wayne Rooney on 10.
Yeah, he's got to be. He started 18. Well, his first major start. I'm not sure if it has Euros or not, but and I'm thinking, sitting there thinking, what's his name? I just forgot his name now. Sterling.
Razmataz is correct.
Oh, get in there. They came to as you were talking about it. There's what, 2 more? 1 more?
2 more.
2 more. Rooney, Sterling. I'm trying to think of players, because I wouldn't say it's Walcott, because he went when he was young, but he never really.
He never played in the World Cup.
No,
Walcott.
No, because he went when he was like stupidly young, but never really.
He played at Euros, but never played at a World Cup.
Joe Hart? No.
Decent guess there.
Very good. Let me have 2 more guesses, and then if they're not right, you can have a go. Or give me some clues. Is it? It's hard. There's only names going through my head. John Terry?
No, sort of close though.
That group of players?
One is that era, yeah.
Ferdinand? No. Okay, I need a clue. Need some help.
Right, I'll give you sort of a clue and a half. They both play in the same position.
The 2 that are left, yeah.
one player still plays now.
I don't know. This hasn't helped at all.
He's in the current squad.
Oh, he still plays. I'm thinking
Yeah.
he's like old and just.
No, sorry, he's in the current squad.
Oh, okay. Luke Shaw?
No.
Trippier.
Close.
Oh.
If you're playing 1 to 100, I'd say you're on like 90.
Oh, Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Should have gone
Does that
to
give
him
you the
earlier.
answer for the next one?
Same position. One plays now. Gary Neville.
Correct.
Yes.
Gary Neville on 11. So Harry Kane overtook him on
That's what I
Sunday.
started with Rooney, but I couldn't like that. I know obviously that group of players were brilliant, but I couldn't think. Obviously, I don't really know that well. Like, as in, did Neville start playing major tournaments when he was 18 or whatever else? But yeah.
Because interesting enough, I think I read correctly that Rio Ferdinand never played in the Euros.
Yeah.
Because he was done for drugs.
That year, probably. Yeah.
2008, we didn't qualify.
No.
So a lot of these players didn't play
Yeah.
a whole Euro. So I think Neville played in 96, 2000, 2004. That'd have been his 3 tournaments.
Yeah, because if you're top of the game, then in a dream world, you should play 3 tournaments.
Rooney did 04, obviously missed 08, did 12 and 16. Although we did shocking in both of them.
But then that's the thing is, how well did your team do? But there we go.
Sterling did 12, maybe. No, mate. No, Sterling would have done 16, 20.
No, he would have done, like you said, he would have done 12, I reckon.
Although we got to the final, didn't we? So he would have played every game.
True.
Yeah, I think he played the 2.
Ah, true. Yeah.
Yeah,
because then we would have every game, and then that other tournament, 3 games or whatever it was.
And the ones Kane's played was quarters, maybe 2 quarters and a final. So he would have played 6 last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Good question.
Let's wrap it up there. 101. It seems. I was trying to make a podcast with 101 in it, but my brain hasn't been working today. As you've quite.
Well, you had a big weekend, and you've spent yesterday staring at a crane,
Yeah,
so your
so
brain
tired.
is probably mush.
I'm desperate to get home and watch the Portugal game, watch a second game of football. But no, thank you all for listening. Thank you for the kind words and comments and the support you've shown for the 100th episode, and it's been very good, and we will continue to crack them out.
If you haven't already listened to that Matt Mills one, he's a very good guest, very open and honest, which is good for us to talk to someone like that. So if you haven't listened to 100th, but if you're listening to this one, I hope you enjoyed it again, as always.
And we'll see you next week after England 2, Denmark 0.
Yes.
Stay loyal.
Stay loyal.
Joe, what a feeling.
It is decent! Tell him, lad. It's decent! It's decent!
To English boys at Wembley, this is the way it's meant to be, isn't it?
That's the way it should be. You know, we're over the moon and we're going to shuffle every day. I'm shuffling. See you later.